Welcome to Stream Sports Midwest and Mite Hockey here on this Saturday morning from the Glenview Ice Center. My name's Aaron Schellen. I got Mike Napolitano with me, and for the first time ever here on Stream Sports Midwest, we have the 8Us, the Mites, getting ready to take center ice. It'll be the Glenview Junior Stars against the Chiefs. Chiefs based out of Bensonville. They play out of Edge, I believe, and this should be fun. Haven't done a Mite game before. Always wanted to. You get these kids at their youngest level, right? That first, right when they're first getting started, Mike, and watch them learn the game, right?
Yeah, you talk a lot about how you've seen a lot of players grow up through the ranks, and
Yep.
I mean, this is where it all starts, Aaron. So interested to see how these little guys are today, and then as they progress in their hockey careers over the years.
Yep, having done this is now my 5th year calling youth hockey, and I've seen a lot of kids grow from that, 10U to 12U to 14U, and you see them get bigger and stronger and faster, and you're right, this is where it all starts. This is the first of 3 here from Glenview today. Mike has got a Pee-wee matchup for you after this, the Stars versus the Windy City Storm, and then a Bantam major matchup after that between the Falcons and the Stars. You did the Falcons last week, right up in Lake Forest.
Yeah, I saw some familiar names on that sheet, so interested to see them in action once more. But great slate of games here for all the viewers here today.
And then tomorrow we're right back here. We're right back here on the B rink for some prospect level hockey for the first time. Looking forward to that. So goalies for each teams for the Chiefs. It'll be number 44, Wesley Prentice, down to our right, and to our left, wearing the white jersey with the pink helmet and pink stick. I love it. Calvin Kirby Hoyne, and we're about ready to go. This is Seamus Morisseau on the draw for the Stars.
We're underway here. Puck is dropped.
It is, and we've already got some names listed that aren't on my roster, so bear with us while we sort that out. We got number 13, who's Axe, ACKS for the Chiefs. We'll have an offsides right out of the chute. 11-minute periods.
Yeah, 10:43 still up on the clock. We get our first whistle right away. Got the referees lining them up right outside the Chiefs zone as their offsides call was made.
So it'll be Morisseau against Axe on the draw here again.
We do have a little bit of a
that's the
issue
here. The issue here with Glenview is that you can't see along the near wall, and then when you've got fans standing up, it can make it a little bit more difficult as well. So just bear with us.
She's videoing. She's excited.
Yeah, she's excited. One of her brothers out there probably. Axe sweeps the puck in. He goes for it with Morisseau. Morisseau goes down behind the net. Here's Axe. Walks in, takes the shot. That goes through the paint. Comes out the near side. And, yeah, Mike, just do the best you can down along the near wall. Not a whole lot you can do about it. We'll call the play as it happens. Puck comes out to center ice. Stars flip it forward, and Emma Reimer races for the puck. Reimer switches to her forehand, pushes it wide of the net. Here's Gilman now with an open net, and Gilman scores. Wesley Prentice wasn't sure where that puck was, and Gilman gives his team a 1-0 lead here early in the first.
Gilman had all the time and space on the back door. That puck found him off the rebound or off the initial attempt, and he had plenty of time to throw that puck into an empty crease. Not a whole lot that the goaltender could do there for the Chiefs. As you mentioned, Aaron, he wasn't really sure where that was, but when he was aware, not able to drop into the butterfly.
Well, what I liked at this age was that Shane Gilman took his time. He had a wide open net. He saw that and didn't rush to shoot the puck. He gathered the puck onto his stick and made sure that he pushed it true and didn't rush to find that open net. So here's Graham Miller behind the net now for the Stars. He'll throw it out in front. It's thrown off the dasher off the side of the net by Colin Crowley. Chiefs looking for their first win. They're 0-4 to start this season. The Glenview Stars 3-1 out of the chute. Here comes a 3-0 for the Stars, and there's a shot and a score. Colin Crowley makes it 2-0. Can't give up those 3-0s. They'll lead to some goals.
That was a tough one, not able to clear the zone for the Chiefs, and that puck stays in, and next thing you know, a 3-0 from the dots in, and it's quickly 2-0 here. You got the goal horn on that one, Aaron, which was nice. So, sliding after he made, and they took that shot as he was just trying to tuck that in the near side, so a little fancy action as well.
Chiefs only with 4 skaters out there. Here comes number 5.
Let's see if the Chiefs can clear out of their zone in these next few moments and get some offensive zone pressure.
Yeah,
like
just
they had
get
at the beginning.
Just get a little bit of zone time, right? A little bit of offensive zone time. That's all you're looking for. Good shift if you're the Chiefs. Here's Axe with it. Across the blue line. Skates through a triple team, throws it wide of the near side. Comes out the far side. Theodore Chiganos over there, but the Stars flip it out to center ice. Skating through the fallen defender are the Stars. This is Morisseau down low. Morisseau swipes it in on goal, and it breaks through Prentice, and the Stars are up 3-0.
That one just kind of pinballed around as it found its way into the crease, and an unlucky bounce for the Chiefs, who find themselves now down 3-0.
And if you're Wesley Prentice, those are the things you work on as a goalie, right? Those low shots, trying to stay low, keep that stick right on the ice so you can't get beat on those pucks that are sliding on the ice. That's something you'll work on and presumably get better at. So 3-0 here early. Puck is pushed through. Another chance for the Stars. And there's a pretty save made by Wesley Prentice. Comes out aggressively to challenge the puck carrier.
His teammates were quick to react to kind of pressure that crease area because he had lost his crease trying to make that save.
But I like the aggressiveness coming out, and there's another one for the Stars. It's Elliot Oddens. The Stars quickly up 4-0, and something tells me we might be going with a running clock here sooner rather than later, Mike. It's 4 goals in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this hockey game. But again, it's at this age level, obviously, you want the games to be close, right? Because that's what keeps kids interested when they're playing competitive games. But
right.
At this age, I don't know how much the records and stats really matter, right? It's about learning good habits and learning the right things to do when you're out there on the ice. And, you can learn even from a loss. And Chiefs down here early.
And you mentioned early. I mean, that's a key aspect to this as well. There's plenty of time to climb back in this game, to make it competitive, to make it close. But as you mentioned, there's a lot of learning going on at these levels. So you're just going to have to work out the bumps here and try to get back into this game, but learn the overall lesson here.
Mm-hmm. Chiefs win the draw, Stars win the draw. Nice feed up ahead to Gilman. Gilman taking it wide. Tries to stick handle through the defense. Can't. Swept away by the Chiefs. Back to the point, though. Scaletta throws it below the red line. Now in the corner. Chiefs out the near side with it. Up the boards and out. Puck sitting on the blue line, comes back in. Off a skate, stays in. Gilman shovels it far corner. Back to play it is Henry Bennett for the Chiefs. He'll go down in the corner. Swept out, dangerous pass. Stars take the shot and they score again. 5-0. Stars here in the first period.
Stars have done a nice job of having numbers down low in that Chiefs zone when the puck pops off the boards like it did a couple of goals ago here at the blue line or right there in the corner. you get a chance to see them go to work on either a 3-on-0 or a 2-on-0, as we've seen, and they make no mistake when they have that kind of room.
Well, and I think that's the thing. I mentioned that on the first goal that Gilman scored is they're taking their time with the puck on their stick. They're seeing some open net, and they're not rushing, because I know it can be tempting to go, to not panic, but to go, I've got an open net, I got to hurry up and take that shot. They're settling down. They're making sure that they have the puck on their stick, and they're finding the net.
And it is hard to teach patience, especially in a sport like this that moves so quickly. So to see that at this level is a really good sign for this Stars team. Excuse me.
Yep. Here's Colin Crowley to take the face-off for the Stars. Puck in between the circles. Swept over to the wall by Brady Smith. It's now in the corner, and that puck will squirt out to center ice. Racing back for it here is Mary Kearney. Kearney passes it up to center ice. The Stars come out again, and in ahead of the play was Elliot Oddens. That'll be an offsides.
It was the first time we saw the puck in the Stars zone for a little bit of time, but it was in Stars possession. They quickly turn around and go the other way. It was 5 white sweaters that regrouped, Aaron. That's another thing that you really like to see at this level is nobody's hanging out too far down in the offensive zone. Yes, they did go offsides there, but it wasn't because you had somebody not paying attention.
Right.
Or hanging out just trying to get that easy cherry pick in the neutral zone. So they were playing a team game right there, which is always great to see.
Yep, learning how to play together, right? That's something else you got to learn at this level. You see a lot of breakaways, a lot of, whoever the fastest kid is out there tends to be the one who picks up all the goals. But learning to play together at a young age is important. This is Axe in the corner for the Chiefs. It's pushed up the far wall, kept in at the point. Stars continue to try to work it out, and they're not able to. Dropping on the puck there is Prentice. He'll cover up for a faceoff. There you go, Wesley. Saw that puck coming in and dropped into the butterfly and kept that stick low and put the mid on it.
We talk about a team game at this level. The Stars team has also utilized their point very well. The passing is there, and they have the room, so might as well throw it back to your defenseman and try to get a shot from high up in the zone. A couple of those have gone on net like we saw right there, and it wins you a face-off in the offensive zone.
Colin Crowley to take the draw for the Glenview Junior Stars. Wins it back to the point. And that comes out to center ice as Graham Miller's not able to keep it in, and we'll have another whistle.
Good pressure from the from the Chiefs right there to get that puck just over the blue line, alleviate the pressure momentarily. If they could win a face-off out of their own zone here, they can turn this puck the other way and maybe get some offensive zone time.
Face-off in the neutral zone. Chiefs win the draw. Trying to skate forward with it and over-skating it is Axe. Now here's a breakaway. This is number 97 I don't have on my roster. A good back check work there by the Stars. Puck out in front, in between the circles, and now we got a race for the puck. Good battle there.
Really good
back check there by number 97 for the Chiefs.
That might actually be Connor McDavid right there.
It might be. It's good back work, showing the speed there to catch up. He had a breakaway. He got stopped and then had to turn around and play defense and did a nice job. Yeah. That would have been a 2-on-0 for the Stars the other way.
Really nice to see a 200-foot game here at this level, not just offensively minded or defensively minded.
In the corner. The Chiefs had an opportunity, but just couldn't finish it off. This is cleared out by the Chiefs. Now here's Graham Miller. Miller overskates, gives it up. Axe is going to break in all alone. Axe in, he shoots and he scores. 5-1 as the Chiefs get on the board. Axe with the goal. Good to see the Chiefs continue to battle, right?
We talked about them winning that face-off, Aaron, and although they didn't get it on the initial chance, we saw that 200-foot play and the eagerness from this Chiefs team to get back into this one a little bit and start putting the pressure on. The momentum swings a little bit, and next thing you know, we have their first goal.
And it's just their third goal of the season, so it's nice to see them pick one up there. We'll have another offsides, and yeah, they got down big early, right? But then, a couple good shifts in a row.
Sometimes that's all you need to string things together and kind of feel out your game and get back into one. They have a little bit of a climb to go with it being 5-1, but hey, you're on the board. You can kind of take that monkey off the back of having a shutout on the other end and work from there.
That's one of my favorite goal celebrations, by the way. When a player who hasn't scored a goal in a while pulls the monkey off his back, I love that's one of my favorites. Ooh, trip. No call there as Gilman goes down.
I was going to say we'll play on here.
We will play on. That puck under the stick of Scaletta. Push to center ice. That'll be another offsides. And that's something that comes with time, right? We've had a lot of offsides in this game, but just that ice awareness, that visibility, knowing where you are on the ice, knowing where your teammates are on the ice, that's a skill that comes with time. And you're watching these kids, and you can see that sort of the wheels are going. The wheels are turning while they're out there, and I'm watching some of the defensive players, and their first thought is, I got to get to my defensive position. And they don't, they're not necessarily looking for the puck, and they're turning around and they're skating away from the puck because they're thinking, all right, I'm a defenseman, I got to get back to my defensive position.
Right.
But not thinking that the puck's right in front of them. So just that ice awareness takes some time.
You switch over a lot from baseball to hockey, Aaron,
Mm-hmm.
and in baseball, you play a position, sure, maybe you shift over, although most of the time the shift is banned now. In hockey, sometimes it's not about being in your zone or your position. Sometimes you have to step out of your comfort zone and be in a different part of the ice just to follow what's happening with the actual gameplay.
Here's another break, another chance for the Chiefs along the near wall. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you're a second baseman, you might shift a little bit towards the second base bag. You might shift a little bit towards the first base bag, but ultimately you're a second baseman and you know what your position is, and you're not going to move a whole lot from that. But in a hockey perspective, you might have to get back and play defense.
Right.
There's a break in, and stopping the puck in the paint and bouncing back on it is Prentice, as Mary Kearney was breaking in. She had some
speed there.
She had some speed. She also had a Chiefs player draped on her back there on a good back check.
She was able to find the slot in between the goaltender's pads to try to stuff that one home, and it actually finds its way through, but didn't have enough momentum to carry it through the blue paint and over the goal line. Nice save there to keep this Stars team off the board right there.
Yep. Yeah, Prentice got enough of it to keep it out of the net, and that's all you got to do as a goalie. Just throw it in the paint, the one-timer. Wow. That was a clean one-timer by the Stars, finished by Shane Gilman, and it's 6-1.
Yeah, wow.
You don't see a lot of tape-to-tape passes at this level, but the Stars completed that one there.
No, definitely right, but we have seen these Stars pass quite a bit today, which is, like we were saying earlier, a great sign of the teamwork and the sportsmanship that they have, and that one really resonates there with that one-timer.
Push back to center ice now. Backhanded forward, and that'll go in for offsides. That was Cato, Riley Cato, who backhanded that one towards the blue line.
Yeah, I believe that was Scaletta that was in just a little eager there.
Mm-hmm.
And tried to pick that puck up as it came to him when he was already in the zone, and that's called for offside, so we'll do it again.
The thing I try to remember, at least on my end, is not only are these kids learning how to skate, they're learning how to just be in their bodies, right? Here comes Colin Crowley in. Good back check, and the puck is shot wide. So it's not just about learning how to skate, it's just learning how to be comfortable athletically in your own body, and sometimes it can be hard to stop when you're going one direction.
Right. Or even just spatial awareness at this level. Spatial awareness is a big part of hockey. You got to know which zone you're in at all times, where your skates are planted, which direction you're going. And sometimes that's a little bit of a struggle
Stars try
at
to
any level, really.
backhand it in on that near post. That was Kearney again, but Prentice did a nice job coming over to protect the near post, and it's still 6-1. Yeah, I would think goalie at this level would be exceptionally hard. You know, with that puck behind the net, trying to push yourself from post to post, and I would think that would be really, really hard at this level.
I've never really been a goaltender, Aaron, but I'll tell you that I can't imagine being able to drop into the butterfly at this level
and then bounce
very
back up.
Easy.
Yeah,
Definitely the bounce back up part. I mean, first of all, you're locked into the blades that are on your skates, and look out. Oh, no.
Got to pay attention there, Wesley. He was looking down at the ice, and he got beat, and it's 7-1, and that's part of the game, right? And I coach my son's baseball team, and before every pitch, we have to yell to the players, "Be baseball ready."
Right.
Be ready for that ball on every single pitch, and it's the same at this level. You get kids out there standing in the outfield that are spinning in circles, and it's the same thing here at this level. You got to be aware on every play. You got to keep your head up, and you got to know what's going on. And puck is swept into the offensive zone for the Chiefs, who trail by a bunch. Nice move out into center ice, and Seamus Morisseau with all sorts of speed through the neutral zone. He gets cut off by Bennett and loses the puck at the blue line. Now the Chiefs. That comes out to center ice. Pushed forward is Axe. Axe scored the only other goal for the Chiefs. This is put in. Good stick save made by Kirby Hoyne. Centering feed, nobody on the other end. Now Gilman, as we're down to a minute left in the first period. Gilman across the red line. And he'll just throw it in towards goal. And it sneaks past Prentice. And the Stars continue to pour it on here in the first.
That goes back to what I was trying to say before that previous goal, which is, you're locked into your skates. Those are not easy to drop. Goalie skates are a little bit easier to drop into a butterfly form from, but we're talking, at this level, you feel like you're kind of like nailed into the ice, and then, like you mentioned, Aaron, to try to get back up, there's no skate blades on the pads, so, you're just kind of swimming in that blue paint there. That's tough to leave an opening from such a far distance shot on that one, but here we are.
Here we are, and here we go again. Colin Crowley walking in all by himself. Crowley shoots and scores.
And there should be a running clock at this point, I believe. But
yeah, it's 9-1. You would at some point you gotta start that clock. There will be in the third period. They potentially could go to it in the second as well, I think, if both teams agree.
Right. We've got a Chiefs player on the
on the wrong
wrong
side.
side lining up now.
But again, it's learning good habits, right? Learning good habits. Another opportunity for Crowley walking straight ahead and pouncing on the puck is Prentice. That comes out to the near post. Good work by his teammates to help clear that puck. Prentice just now back to his feet. Puck along the near wall. About 10 seconds left in the period. Still battling. I love some good wall work.
Yeah.
Right? And there is the end of the first period. So a difficult first for the Chiefs. The Stars lead big as we go to the second. Second period about to get started. The teams switch it up. Calvin Kirby Hoyne down to our right. Wesley Prentice to our left.
And we're underway.
We are. 11-minute periods. Here's Axe. He scored the only goal for the Chiefs. Skates it into the offensive zone, over skates it. Big collision right at the blue line. Reimer runs into Lewicki. They both go down. Now Morisseau. A D-to-D, tape-to-tape pass. I love it. Reimer dumps it into the zone. Axe takes it again, and will sweep it out to center ice and races for the puck. Cato will get there first, though. Kept in at the point for the moment, now out to center ice. Reimer with some speed down the near wing. He's got Morisseau on her right. It's thrown towards the goal. It's off the back of the net. Morisseau on his forehand. Puck finds its way into the corner. Morisseau again. Up the near wall. Scaletta keeps it in at the point. Puck in between the circles. Gilman turns and shoots it wide. Chiefs keep it in the corner. And will score it out behind the net. Morisseau over there. Axe going back to play it for the Chiefs. Takes it away. Axe has looked pretty good for the Chiefs. Kid's got some speed. And he's going to get a breakaway here. Axe walking in all alone on Kirby Hoyne. Axe shoots and scores. So the Chiefs pick up another one here in the second.
That is huge for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We do, in fact, have a running clock in this second period now. That was our first opportunity at seeing that because there hadn't been much of a stoppage of play there here in the second period. But, yeah, that was huge for Axe. I mean, he gets his second goal on the day and doubles the goal total for this Chiefs team. So
that's his second. That was good defense to offense, right? He was able to steal the puck away in the far corner and just went end to end. Used that speed, shoveled the puck up ahead, turned on the Jets, and made it 9-2.
When the Chiefs have had the breakaways, or just the space and time going forward into the offensive zone, they've really capitalized on it. So it's good to see that they are getting those opportunities and making something out of them as well.
And again, I mean, you mentioned this earlier. It's easy to get fidgety out there, right? Here's another break-in, a 3-on-0 for the Stars. And that one goes 5-hole, and the Stars score again. It's easy to get fidgety when you're in all alone on a goaltender, right? On a breakaway, you just try to shoot. You shoot the puck too early. Maybe the puck squirts off your stick because you're anxious. But these kids on both sides have done a good job showing that patience when they have the puck on their stick and when they get an opportunity. They're able to find the back of the nets. The Stars have done it quite a bit more than the Chiefs so far today. But with that running clock, we're down to about 7.5. This is where it all begins, Mike.
It is, yeah. These young athletes are going to take this game, and maybe one of many, but take this game, learn a couple things about themselves, but also about the game of hockey itself, and use that to better their careers in the future. Excited to see, as we were talking about earlier, Aaron, some of these youngsters progress and get better on skates and get better with the stick, and next thing you know, they're already high school level before you know it, and they're maybe playing travel hockey or playing with their friends on the pond.
I'm a big street hockey guy.
Yeah.
I played a lot of street hockey when I was in high school. A buddy of mine, one of my high school friends, lived in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect place to play some street hockey. So we would right out of Wayne's World, right? Yell car, and it's just I can't. I used to be able to skate. I grew up on a river in New Hampshire, so I spent my winters skating. And there's another goal for the Stars. I spent my winters skating, but as I got a little bit older, I stopped stopped that process. I didn't get out on the ice very often, so it became street hockey more than anything else. I did play intramural hockey in college, intramural floor hockey in college.
Did you?
I did. I was a goalie.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, you did suit up, so you know a little bit about that. Yeah, that was always my house was the street hockey. I am in a cul-de-sac, and that was always the play. And we never really had to yell car too much with it being a cul-de-sac, but, you know, still a lot of fun. And you got to start somewhere.
Chiefs try to clear it out the near side. It's deflected, kept in at the point. Push behind the goal. It goes off the back of the net, right at the far post, and it's in again. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut off the score bug here for the rest of this one. Stars are up big.
Yeah, that one was just a case of the puck getting stuck behind the net and coming out on the far side. Goaltender not able to switch all the way over. And it wasn't quite a wraparound opportunity, but still technically a backdoor opportunity that just you weren't able to catch up to. I think there was actually a couple of Chiefs players in the net on that one along with the puck, trying to keep it out.
You do what you have to do to keep that puck out of the nets.
Yeah.
Over to the far side, here's Reimer. Emma Reimer onto her forehand, loses that puck battle. And here's Axe again. He'll stop, swing it back to his forehand. Throws it towards goal. That hits a body on the way through. Now Scaletta. Reimer and Scaletta try to tag team the puck out of the zone and can't. Here's Morisseau now. Morisseau in between the dots. About 4 minutes left. Up to Gilman. Gilman has it taken away. Kept in at the point. We'll call him Connor, number 97. He'll come out to center ice. Right back in by the Chiefs, right back out by the Stars. Skips over a stick. And now Reimer in. Reimer takes it wide. Reimer top of the near dot. Reimer shoots, and it squirts 5-hole. And the Stars score again. And Prentice was there, you know, and that's something he'll learn as he gets a little bit older. He was in the right position, just couldn't get those legs closed, and the puck went 5-hole. So you get a little bit more comfortable on your skates. You can close those pads, and next time that puck probably stays out.
Yeah, you talk about Prentice having just a little too much room down low there. He had the stick in the right position, too. It's just, as you mentioned, those pads didn't connect with the stick and not able to drop there, so that one sneaks in. But I don't know if you've noticed the scoreboard over here, Aaron. We don't have team names. We just have Happy and Halloween.
Absolutely.
So they're prepping already. We're about halfway through the month, a little over halfway through the month here in October. So I'm sure a lot of these youngsters are thinking about what they want to go for as Halloween, what costumes, maybe a hockey player. You've already got
you got all the equipment.
The equipment right here.
One of my kids is going as Bilbo Baggins. Oh. He's reading The Hobbit, and we just watched all the Hobbit movies. So he's going as Bilbo Baggins. I don't know what my other two are. I saw a Darth Vader costume in my house, so
there you go.
My youngest might be going as Darth Vader. And I'm not sure what my daughter is going as. She went as Leia a couple years ago. There's another goal for the Stars.
Yeah, another one that went in there as another odd man rush came down the other way for the Stars.
And the Stars, they look more comfortable with the puck on their stick, and at this level, that makes a huge difference, right? Just having confidence to skate forward and to make those cuts with the puck on your stick. They just look a little bit more comfortable.
.146 to go here in this second frame.
Scaletta, a little D-to-D passing there. Scaletta and Cato play catch. Cato is able to work it out to center ice. Morisseau with Gilman. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That little pass from Morisseau to Gilman leads to a break. And, They seem to know what they want to do with the puck, and there's another goal jammed in at the far post.
Face-off will resume at center ice, and
Yep.
we're just under a minute to go here in this second period. We'll see if we can drop the puck before time expires.
I'm sure we will, yes. We got a minute left.
We do have one line change for the Chiefs. But back underway here with time ticking off the clock before we get into the third and final frame of this game.
Scaletta stops, tries to cut back to his forehand, and it's swept in by the Chiefs. Cato will play it below the red line. Turns onto his forehand, shovels it up the wall and out. Chiefs, no, we're going to have an icing. First icing
Yeah,
of the
true.
after morning. And that'll be the end of the period. So, big lead for the Stars. And we will have third period action coming up on the other side. Third period underway. Stars and Chiefs in a Mite CUHL matchup. Skating forward is Gilman. Gilman shovels it as he's falling down. Shane Gilman, that was pretty. Tried to cut back to his forehand, lost his edge, but still got enough on the shot.
That shot was impressive. We talk about, especially at higher levels, skating right, shooting left, and that was kind of a little bit of what you saw right there, but instead it was kind of falling right and still shooting left.
Yeah.
And the puck snuck its way in as the goaltender was sliding with the shooter. So another one goes in for this Stars team.
But again, it's being able to control the puck while you're moving at a high rate of speed, and that's at this age group. You know, some of these kids have problems with that, being able to work with the puck and skate at the same time. But Stars have been doing it at a pretty high level today. That's swept out by the Chiefs. There's Cato now for the Stars. Cato with it again. He overskates the puck. Now down in front of us. Kept in at the point nicely. Still kept in at the point. That was Brady Smith for the Chiefs. Now Cato with some space down the far side. Cato on his forehand, skates into the offensive zone, and that'll be an offsides whistled on the Glenview Junior Stars. So next up, we'll have a Pee Wee matchup. It'll be the Windy City Storm versus the Glenview Stars, Pee Wee A1. That's a boys versus girls matchup, which is always fun, right?
Yeah, interested to see the ladies' talent against the Windy City Stars. As you said, they play out of Orbit Ice Arena.
Stars only have 4 skaters out on the ice.
Windy City Storm, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, looking at the Stars having only 4 skaters there. I wonder if that is
intentional.
Intentional due to the score line here.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know what the score is at this point. We shut off the score bug in that second period. It's not about the score at this point, so. The Chiefs trying to work the puck out. They can't. Cato takes the shot and scores again. Yeah, and the Stars are able to get the puck and go, right? They know what they want to do with it, and that's impressive at a young age.
Yeah, I don't know if they've missed too many shots. We've seen a couple rattle off the backside of the cage, but for the most part, when they have that on their stick, as you said, they know exactly where they want to go with the puck, and they're putting it there. I mean, they're having a lot of offensive zone time, which helps.
Now we're going to go 5-on-3 here for the Stars.
Yes. Try to see if we can give the Chiefs a little bit of power play time to come back a little bit in this one.
Yeah, just give them an opportunity, right?
Yeah, you don't want to kill the love for the game. You
right.
want to give them an opportunity to get that extra space that they may need and use it to learn a couple things, as we were talking about. It's still a learning experience at this level. So, you're learning, like we were talking about earlier, how to deal with space on the ice, how to move your skates, how to pass the puck to your teammates. And sometimes you're not getting that opportunity if you're playing a team much better than you or a tougher opponent.
Right. You don't learn a ton by being stuck in your defensive end the whole game. So this will hopefully give the Chiefs a couple of offensive opportunities down the stretch.
You do learn how tired you get, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. That puck will come out to center ice, and it looks like we might have a breakout for the Chiefs here. Skating forward with it is Henry Bennett, but that'll be an offsides. The next game's at 11:50. So Mike, you get a little bit of time here. They got donuts down there. See the little shop right down there on the bottom floor?
Oh, all right.
They got donuts and coffee, and go grab yourself a donut while you wait.
I got my banana right here. And
there you go.
Admittedly, I did have a donut on the way here this morning.
Well, 2 donuts in a day won't kill you. It's all right.
The sugar rush will be crazy.
Hey, sometimes on these longer days, it's all about that sugar rush to get you through the day. For me, it's coffee.
I haven't become a coffee drinker yet, but I keep saying that it's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. I gotta jump on the. I'm also not an energy drink guy.
See, I was never an energy drink guy. I was always a coffee. Well, no, I shouldn't say always a coffee guy, but once I started drinking coffee, that was the end of it.
People are always asking me how am I doing it? No coffee, no energy drinks. I mean, I'll do some pre-workout if I'm going to the gym, or maybe I guess. Like a liquid IV to get me hydrated, but other than that,
that's different. I mean, you get that workout buzz, right? That's different. I'll take my bike out for 10 or 15 miles, and I don't need that caffeine rush. Here's a chance for the Chiefs. Axe shoots and scores. It's a hat trick.
Yeah, send the hat
for young Axe.
As you were mentioning earlier, Aaron, we've kind of lost count of how many goals there are for the Stars. Not sure if there's been a hat trick on that side. I would assume so, but we were kind of letting things go there with such a high score line. But great for Axe. He's got all 3 goals for this Chiefs team today.
4.5 left.
Still a 5-on-3.
This is Bennett. Bennett trying to get around that wall of white at the blue line and can't. Now it is swept in. Number 97 will rush forward for the Chiefs. Taken, however, by Rhett Scaletta. Scaletta down the near wall. Nice job by Scaletta to work that puck out. And now a 3-on-0 the other way. Shot, score. And you can just see the speed difference, right? You can just see the speed difference between the Stars and the Chiefs. Stars had 3 skaters out in front of the closest Chief, and
they've only got 3 skaters on the ice, too, which is impressive, yep. Aaron. So if you're able to get all 3 of your skaters down below the 5 that are out there for the Chiefs, I mean, that just speaks to not only, like you were talking, the speed, but once again, going back to that awareness on the ice. We're going to see something interesting here. It's going to be a 5-on-2. Usually you don't go down to 2 in hockey.
Yeah.
But
Scaletta will take the puck here.
Scoreline is just so that we'll get a 5-on-2.
5-on-2. Axe with the puck again on his stick, steals it away, tries to cut back to his forehand. Backhands it towards the goal. It's kicked away by Calvin Kirby Hoyne. Now pushed out to center ice. Offensive zone. Axe in the near corner. Up the wall, not out. Looks like Tierney. It's not on my roster. But Tierney tries to shovel it up the far wall, right in front of the penalty boxes. And the Chiefs now near side. Axe just pushes it forward. Down to 2 minutes. Axe will skate back into the neutral zone on his backhand. Tries to kick it to his stick, overskates it. Now, here's a chance for Scaletta. The shot goes wide. Down under 2 minutes.
Still some great offensive zone time for this Stars team.
It really is. Puck is cleared out. Is that going to have the legs for an icing? It will. And we'll have a whistle, and that clock will continue to run. So 11:50 the next game. That's the 12U, and then 1:30. Mike will have a Bantam major matchup. All 3 games here on the A rink at Glenview Community Ice Center. And then tomorrow we'll be right back here, and we'll be on the B rink for a prospect matchup. That'll be the Bloomington Thunder coming north to take on the Stars. That'll be Eric and Ethan tomorrow morning.
It'll be a great slate of games for this entire weekend. We talked about just today, but the entire weekend.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun here at Glenview the last couple of weeks. They've got a charity event going on here trying to raise money for, it's called the Licorice Fund. It's to assist people that are dealing with cancer, you know, do things like bring them meals and stuff like that. So it's a good cause. You can donate on the Glenview Stars website. So it's a good cause. It's been a good couple of weeks here in Glenview. Here's a breakaway opportunity for number 97. He'll walk in, shoots, and he scores. That'll be a good way to finish things off for the Chiefs as they score with that clock running out.
And about 10 seconds left here.
Good way to finish it, right, Mike?
Yeah, just a little exclamation point on this game at the end there for this Chiefs team that's struggled a little bit, but were able to regain their confidence there maybe at the very tail end.
Yep, they get a good hand from their parents who are in attendance. That'll do it for game 1 of 3 here from the Glenview Ice Center. The Junior Stars win big. Mike will be back at 11:50 with the Windy City Storm and Stars Pee Wee A1. Take care, everybody.